Hey man, I'm happy, man. I'm in Jacksonville. You know, this is home, Duval. It's always great to sit down with the great Terrence Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because Jacksonville, where I originate my base. This is where I started from. Man, a lot of people was calling me while I was down for them 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was like, "Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong?" But a lot of people don't know. They just hear different things. Basically, I got high blood pressure, and I'm a diabetic. No matter how much you take care of yourself, sometimes when you age and your body run for a period of time, it take toll on you. And I went to get my eyes checked, and something just told me like go upstairs and get a blood test, to my doctor. And I went and got the blood test, and the next day I was just driving naturally, just in the car driving, and I got a phone call. So your result came in. She said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm driving." She said, "Pull over right now." And I pull over the car, and she said, "Get to the closest emergency room because your potassium is so high, you can get a heart attack. You can scare the daylights out of me." You got to understand that in Jamaica, I was born at home. I came to America. I never been to no hospital or nothing, man. I got insurance, but I get my checkup and stuff, but I don't go to no hospital. I knew I'm a diabetic. I knew my kidneys was kind of going a little bit, but I was working so much, man. I never really, spend much time really taking care of my kidneys. So I went to the hospital, and oh man, in about 30 minutes was all type of wires hooking up on me, and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm really sick. And even when they hooked everything up on me, I didn't feel sick. And I was there 2 days, 3 days. Say, I'm trying to get your potassium down. It's not going down, and all these doctors around my bed, and I'm saying to myself like, oh my God, this might be it for me. I won't be able to perform no more. I won't be able to ride on the microphone. Damn, man, this is it for me. And just laying in the bed on my back. And of course, I preach every day. Ever since I got the microphone, I always preach, take care of your children, I got 10 girls and 2 boys. And every one of them was by my side. My daughters was crying, making sure that the doctors was diagnosing the the right thing. And I was saying to myself, like, this is life. This is life. If I ever make it out this hospital bed, when I get out, I want to start celebrating my friends while they're alive, not when they're dead, because I feel in myself like, Jesus, man, when I look at my kids, I didn't want nothing else in the world but to see their smile. That's all was holding me together. And my kids was like asking all the questions. Well, why you diagnosed this? Why is he on this medicine? What? And I'm like, damn, they care about me so much. And man, I said, I can't leave these kids. You know what I'm saying? When I get myself together, I'm going to take 10 times better care of myself. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people probably don't understand about this. When they have kidney failure, you go on dialysis, is which I can show it to you, which right here. Right here is where I'm doing it now. I'm doing the dialysis through here, which is through my chest, which is close by your heart, so it's easy to get infection, so I got to be clean all the time, you know what I'm saying? But then they're going to move it down here in the arm. But my kids is getting evaluation now to see who's going to give me a kidney, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, Terrence, I tell people all the time, I don't have a problem. I just have a situation. I go to dialysis. I keep my head up. When I'm at dialysis, I'm booking my shows. I'm doing my thing. I change my schedule around so I can do dialysis. And it ain't nothing changed. Like, it slowed me down a little bit, but it ain't nothing changed. I just want everybody who really, really been following my movement from day one to know that, man, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I accept all the responsibility for me not really taking care of myself the way I'm supposed to. For the food you eat, all your intake and all that stuff, man, you got to be careful. If you want to live a long life, and when I see how my kids really care about me, I want to see their kids graduate from high school. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be here. So to me, all my fans, I'm not real sick. I am sick, but I ain't real sick. is something that I can handle, and I'm gonna beat this. Like straight up, I'm gonna beat this. I just want y'all to know that. And a lot of people want to interview me to ask me what's wrong with me and what happened, but I'd rather do it with you, cause man, we started in the mud together. You feel me? And I feel more comfortable telling you what I got going on than just be sitting up there telling somebody I just met what's going on, cause they would never understand Bigga Rankin. You know, Bigga Rankin is from Duval, and Duval is where I start. It's my foundation. And if I should let anybody know what's going on in my life, it's going to be my Duval people first, because they the one really helped me get where I'm at today. You feel me? Man, I know TIG, man. Me and Lucha been real tight. But the man behind the scene is Fly, which is the CEO. And when Rich Homie Quan came out, you remember I brought Rich Homie Quan to Florida before anybody brought him to Florida. And we did our thing. And I brought Trinidad James. We did our thing. Then Lucci, we went in from scratch and did what we had to do. And the funny thing about this, man, when I was in the hospital and I leaned over, I know my family was there because they I've dozed off. And Fly and Lucci was there to come see me, you know what I'm saying? And lavishly, they came in and saw me. And it was a different feeling. And I had other labels that wanted me to be an A&R. Other labels had reached out to me. But I knew signing with TIG, I would basically get to do what I want to do. Because, I'm still putting out my records. I got a new single out now, I Deserve It All, you know what I'm saying? So Fly just gave me something that nobody could never refuse. You know what I'm saying? It's the friendship and our relationship that we have built was so good. And, he's very generous, you know what I'm saying? And when we sat down, I told him, I think about it. And I called him back in 2 seconds and like, yeah, man, this is what we gonna do. And what this does for me is I still do my mixtape. I still do whatever I want to do, but it gives me a home. It gives me a title. And everybody know I earned this. Like, this is not something that I'm going to teach Bigga Rankin how to break records. I'm going to teach Bigga Rankin how to do this and do that. And you can see me, I'm back in the clubs now breaking records because this is what I like to do. This is what I love to do. This is my passion. When an artist have a record, when I'm breaking that record, I take it like it's my own record. And then when I break it, I give it back to them. So when I got that job, it was beautiful that I can come be an A&R, but at the same time, I'm a record breaker, and I knew all the good DJs, so I could send them the record. And the relationship I have with DJs and tastemakers is beautiful. So, man, this was a heaven waiting for me. So I thank TIG, I thank YFN Lucci, man, I thank the whole crew, Day, all of them, man, for doing this for me and putting me in a whole different position. Because me on the other side, now I could see what was missing from what I was doing. And now I can sit down and talk to these younger artists and let them know what they need to do to get to this point. Because a lot of artists feel like, man, I could rap. No, it's like they're looking for different qualities in you. If you don't have these qualities, they're not going to mess with you. You got to have these qualities. You got to have that work ethics. You have to have qualities, and you got to keep making music. Some guys, as soon as they get signed, and they don't work no more. They feel like, oh, the label gonna do this, the label gonna do that. It doesn't go like that. You got to keep on pushing. And the younger generation got so much going on now that if you're an older rapper, you have to do 3 times as much as they do to be recognized because they're on the social media. They got everything wrapped up in their hands right now. And you can say what you want to say, but they got that wave right now. The younger generation got that wave. I ain't gonna put no age in rap. Because you never put no age in rock music. So I don't put no age in rap. You can rap at whatever age or whatever, but you got to understand, to outwork these younger dudes that's doing it, you're going to have to put in some work. I don't know if most of the older guys are ready for that. I know a lot of them will, but you need to put in, you got to outwork them. You got to double work them. It's more digital now. It's more digital, People are getting, your content is different now. You got streams, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days, it was like album sales. Now streams is big. The digital platform is way bigger than what it used to be, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say it's easier, but you can tap in and do way better than you used to do. And The thing is experience. By being around, I learn more. And today I'm learning even more on this side of the fence. Cause Fly, like I said, shout out to him every time. He teaches me stuff. Like it's a lot of stuff that we think we knew that we didn't know. That's a lot of stuff you think you know that wasn't right. I put it like that. So now, if I'm consulting somebody, the whole conversation is different from what it used to be before I got in this position. Because now I know what it takes to be a superstar. I knew what it takes from the other end, but God, I didn't know like some of the stuff that you have to do. And it's really a shortcut from what it used to be. Because out there, you got to meet this guy and talk to this guy to know that guy who's a friend of that guy. Now, when you're on this side, you just go talk to that person and come back to you. It just is easier, man, and I love it. You feel me? I love it. I got to tell everybody, like, I'm a DJ who became an A&R, and I'm just a guinea pig. So if I don't make it as an A&R, then most DJs probably won't get hired. So let's all work together and let me be a real star, okay? Back in the day, we used to get a bunch of CD pressed up, boom, and make these expensive ass videos and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that now. Now it's just like you say, hip hop is 90% common sense, but it's not, because sense ain't common, so everybody ain't got them. You know what I'm saying? For real, like it's easy, but you gotta know how to cut it. Like I'm a Jamaican, so they say we speak patois, but we just cut the word short and speak it faster so you won't understand. That's what they were doing on the other side. They had their own codes. They had their own codes that they was doing. So I feel like what made the conversation different is now you really know what the hell you're talking about. Back then, you know what you're talking about, but some of the stuff, you just launching at it because that's what you heard or that's what it should be. Now you know because you're seeing it in person. You know what I'm saying? And coming from Jacksonville, dog, like a person would never understand. Like we started on Florida Avenue, man, in a little club with 3 customers yelling on the mic. And I got to pinch myself damn near every time, make sure I'm awake to see where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Because I came a long way, man. I took a lot of losses. Lost a lot of relationship to hip hop. One time I felt like I was married to hip hop, And some person asked, where your wife at? And I'm like, these CDs, I gave a lot. I lost a lot to get where I'm at, but I was willing to lose everything just to win. And God helped me to win. And I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to go back to anything that wasn't good for me. Right now, it's just on the way up. I'm in the 4th quarter. I can't lose a game. I got to win every game. I'm in the 4th quarter stage of my life. I got to win every game. I cannot lose. I'm running up my points every chance I get.